Hey VC, it's Travis back again with another vinyl update. Got a nice little stack of records here, kind of from all over the place. Stopped at a bunch of different stores, went on a little digging spree, and came home with some really cool stuff. First batch here is from one of my favorite record stores, Revival Records in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Went up there, spent some time flipping through the bins and talking to the owner and stuff. Had a good time, picked up some good stuff. The first one here is the Human League, Dare. This is one that I just recently added to my wish list. I really wanted to check this one out, and what a fantastic album. Really enjoyed this one. It's a nice addition to my kind of synth pop new wave collection I'm working on. But yeah, highly enjoyed that one. I was really happy with that. This one is one I found in the recent arrivals. It's a used copy of a recent reissue, but Pavement, Wowie Zowie. This is their album from 1995 on Matador Records. Kind of different from the other Pavement albums I have, but just equally good. Nice indie rock. Yes, really dig Pavement. So I was really happy with this, finding a nice price on a used record there. 2 LP set, 3-sided. The 4th side is blank. But just, yeah, really happy with that. A nice addition to my collection there. This one I was a little disappointed about. This is a Mazzy Star, So Tonight That I Might See. And now as an album, this is fantastic. I highly recommend the album to anyone, because I love this album. And I just really wanted to have it on vinyl. And I knew going into this of the consequences. This is done by Plain Recordings, which kind of has a reputation of putting out really bad pressings, bad quality. But I gave this a chance because I had seen another Mazzy Star album, their debut album, She Hangs Brightly, also in the recent arrivals, and so it was open and we threw it on the turntable, and I thought it sounded pretty decent. I didn't really notice anything really wrong with the sound. So, and you know, I heard some people in the VC talking about this and saying that their copies of this were fine, stuff like that. So I was really hoping for the best, and I got this home, and side 1 it just had a bunch of surface noise and like clicking and stuff. And it just, you know, just not sounding really good. It kind of had that, you know, where all the fidelity is lost when, you know, your stylus gets so full of dust and gunk and stuff. I mean, it kind of had that sound, and I noticed that my stylus was collecting a lot of dust as it was playing. So I gave this a couple of cleanings, and it started sounding a little bit better, but it just kind of has that muddy sound to it with the surface noise and stuff, so I was a little disappointed about that. Side 2, on the other hand, sounded a lot better. I didn't really notice any issues with side 2, but you know, just one of those things, you know, the new reissues. I mean, I just wish that this album was done right. My chances of finding an original of this are pretty slim, you know, being an album from 1993, unless I wanted to spend a fortune, you know, to find a original. But I hope that one day that this gets a proper reissue and it's done correctly. But you know, like I said, I gave it a few cleanings and it seemed to get a little bit better, so I can still enjoy it, just that it's not of the quality I was expecting, I guess. But I guess with Plain Recordings, I've come to expect that it's not that great. So again, with what I was saying with David's response for his contest, you know, new reissues, I mean, that's the quality control. I found this one, Roxy Music, Siren, another one from my Roxy Music collection. Really excellent. I'm really happy I found this one. They had a sealed copy of this there, and I got this near mint copy for about half price, so I decided to go with that one instead. But yeah, this is excellent. Really enjoyed that one as well. Been kind of looking for this one for a while, and I've seen it at my honey hole before, but haven't seen it for a while. As the Mitch Ryder and the Detroit Wheels, Breakout, their album from 1966. Just excellent rock and R&B. One thing I noticed about this is a mono copy, is that it doesn't include the song "Devil in a Blue Dress," "Good Golly Miss Molly." On some copies, I see like there's a little sticker that, you know, advertises that those songs are on here. So I don't know if this was like maybe like a first press, and then when that song as a single got successful, that they added it onto this album or something. I'm not sure. So if anyone knows anything about that, let me know. But this album doesn't contain those songs. which is okay because I have those songs on a 7-inch single, so that's alright. But yeah, I was just kind of curious about that. But great album though. And this one too, Emmylou Harris, Pieces of the Sky. You know, kind of felt like picking up some country here, and you know, wasn't too familiar with Emmylou Harris, so decided to pick this up. I really like this though. You know, I don't have a huge country collection, but this is kind of stuff I like, so I was happy with that. And I found some more Emmylou Harris at an antique store here in town, and for a couple bucks I decided to pick these up. Quarter Moon in a 10-cent town, and that one was really good too. And Blue Kentucky Girl, this one I haven't listened to yet, but yeah, so some Emmylou Harris, I'm alright with that. This is an online purchase. It was just a couple bucks, so I decided to jump on it. Elvis Presley's The Sun Sessions. You know, I've said before, I'm not like a huge like Elvis collector or Elvis fan, but I do enjoy like his early stuff here, and you know, just a nice collection of his Sun recordings, so you know it's good. And this is a reissue, I think, from the early 80s, just in excellent condition, so picked that up. It was nice. Honey Hole Finds, picked this one up, the Safaris, Wipeout, and Surfer Joe. This is on Pickwick, so kind of like your budget release, but just a nice little collection of some of their songs. Nice surf rock. We got, you know, Wipeout, Green Onions, Tequila, Walk Don't Run, Surfer Joe, you know, so it was in nice condition as well, so I decided to pick that up. And then the Brandos, Honor Among Thieves. This is a blind buy for me. I didn't really know nothing about this, but kind of like roots rock. Yeah, definitely have like a Creedence Clearwater Revival, John Fogerty vibe going on. They do cover a John Fogerty song, Walking on the Water. It's like a early pre-Creedence song there. Then definitely with the vocal stylings and stuff, very much like John Fogerty. But yeah, I thought it was pretty decent, you know. Yeah, so I was happy with that. This one I found at a Savers. I was kind of blown away. Probably one of my best thrift store finds ever. Pink Floyd Metal, and yeah, I do already have this, but when you see it in a thrift store, you know, it's hard for me to leave it behind. Not in the best of condition. I still have to clean it up and give it a spin and see how it sounds, but I just couldn't leave it behind, you know. So if anything, it's gonna get framed and put up on my wall or something. I don't know, but yeah, Pink Floyd in a thrift store. Another one I found at that Savers, 45, the Flock of Seagulls, Pick Me Up, which is, I ran so far away back with Pick Me Up. Didn't really need it because I have the LP, but it was like 29 cents or something like that, so figured why not. The rest of these were all ones I found at a pawn shop. I've been there before, have dug through it. It took, you know, an hour or two to dig through it all because there's just so much stuff there, but I quickly kind of went through some of it again and picked up some more goodies. Got the Riviera's California Sun backed with HB Goose Step. I was really stoked about this one. Yeah, excellent track there. I know that Bobby Gass is probably giving me the thumbs up right now, but yeah, yes, I was super stoked to find that one. Tears for Fears, Goodnight Song, backed with New Star on the Mercury label there. Goodnight Song is from their 1983 album Elemental. So I thought that would, you know, be one that maybe didn't turn up all the time. It was a cool find. Great song though too. Stevie Wonder, Place in the Sun, backed with Sylvia on the Tamla label there. Good old Stevie. Todd Rundgren, Saw the Light, and Marlene on the Bearsville label. Not sure which one's the A and B side on that one, but some Todd. This is one that my girlfriend picked out because she was kind of digging through them with me and stuff, and she picked this one out. Spandau Ballet, True and Gently. I didn't recognize the song until I listened to it, but yeah, that's one that she picked out, so I picked it up. Figured why not. Last one here, this is Scott McKenzie, San Francisco, Be Sure to Wear Flowers in Your Hair, backed with What's the Difference on the Ode label there. One I didn't have, surprisingly, so I was happy with that too. Little classic 60s track there. So that's all I got to show today. Thanks for watching, and hope you all have a great rest of your week. Peace.